Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing good and doing well. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everyone. So what do we have in store for us today?
Well, I went to the dollar store.
The dollar store. Now, I want to be clear, I had nothing to do with this. One of the things that we did a few weeks back is we did a 13 reasons why you might want to check out your home improvement store for fish-related equipment and supplies. And you had an idea to go to a different place, the dollar store, and you came home with a bunch of stuff. So I have no idea what she bought. By the way, if you want to see that video, I'll put it in the description. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what cool things you can get from a dollar store for your aquarium.
Yeah, some of these are a little off the grid, but these are real problem solvers because I have gone a number of times to the dollar store and said, hey, I could use that for that, that for that. So this is a compilation of all of them. Well, not all of them. There's still some in my back pocket.
And that's when you know you've got a serious problem. Is anytime you go to a store, you're wondering, what can I get for my fish? By the way, if you hear some water running, Eli is in the back cleaning his fish tank, so it's kind of like a fish tank maintenance day. And he's back there working hard, cleaning duckweed, emptying tanks. He's going to be filling tanks. You might hear that in the background. Just don't want you to be shocked by it. Okay, what do we got? First thing.
Okay, first we're going to do some scaping tools.
Scaping tools.
And these are things that I needed because I have a tank. I have a very particular tank where there's always, my tiny tanks have debris on the rocks all the time. So instead of taking my finger and just swishing the water around, they have so many different brushes there. This is actually like a little makeup brush or a little art brush. I could spend hours just going around brushes. This is another one where actually,
that's cool.
I actually took this out of the package because I didn't really want the brush. Believe it or not.
I see that.
Yeah, I wanted the lid, and I'm not gonna tell you yet why I wanted the lid, but this is going to be part of a little DIY I've got planned.
Yeah, and it's good.
Hack.
So interesting. Okay, so brushes, that's one thing, and these are super cheap, right?
$1. It's the dollar. The Dollar Tree is everything $1.
I don't usually go to those stores, so everything here's $1?
Yes.
Mostly $1? Oh, all right, $1. Okay, what else we got?
Okay.
Next thing.
Along the lines of, I'm just going to create a pile there. Along the lines of scaping tools. I had seen this years ago, and I said, oh, I gotta get that. You know this, you wouldn't know. The scaping tools that you use to smooth the sand. Okay, well I actually have these. This pack, I have this pack for clay sculpting and whatnot. And I had looked at this one, and I said, oh, I could use that. I gotta cut part of it off. And this is mine. This middle one here, I just cut that with I got a wood cutter, and to create that triangular piece is really great at smoothing sands. And this also, both of these are great if you want to clear out all the gunk that gets in between in the sand, like on the front of your tank. It all gets in there. These are great because there's a little kind of a little angle that you can get right in there.
$1.
Highly recommend. Well, this is $1. That's like 33 cents.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, what's the next thing?
Okay.
Do we have more than just scaping tools?
Oh yeah, we got it all.
Okay, what else we got? Next one.
Okay. For the 2 7.5 gallons that we just set up, I had to get lids because they both have bettas. So obviously when you have a betta, you need a lid so the little guy doesn't jump out. So I didn't really want to spend any money.
Picture?
Yeah, this is a frame. Okay? It's 12 by 12 frame. That's basically the dimensions of that tank.
Oh. And
you take out the mat, you take out the frame. I mean, you could leave the frame if you wanted it, and you just glue the glass. It's just a piece of glass in there. This one might even be plastic.
How much was that?
It's $1.
Oh,
that's
time out. Now
pack.
that's a big deal. So hold on, so you're taking all the stuff, you're basically just using the plastic, or if this is glass, I think this is...
That's plastic.
Feels like plastic, but
this one is glass. Wow. And you want to know why I know it's glass? Because I broke it. I forgot I had this in the bag and I threw it. It didn't make it. But this is also a really, really great size. They have all different sizes, you know. You can kind of poke around. If you have like a glass score, bam. And I'm sure you can get other places, you know, Ace Hardware or any of those places you can get glass. But this is like a real cheap fix. If you
That's
want
a fantastic idea. That's actually rather shocking. So you can get fish tank lids for $1.
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
Did you say, how am I supposed to pick this up? It's gonna slide off. You're gonna have to get it all like fingerprinty. That's bad. You can
Okay,
hold
so
that.
we don't want our lids to be fingerprinty, so you've solved that problem too for $1?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a number of different options. First of all, self-adhesive hooks. If you can tell. And these are not the removable ones that you can put on the wall, like the command hooks, because you wouldn't really want it to come right off. These are adhesive, and it's basically got a built-in little hook that you can just use to pick up your lid. That's option number one. You get 6 for $1.
Awesome.
Isn't that nice silver? Okay.
Very cool.
This one is one that I think I'm going to be using. This is a ring phone holder. Okay, so it's just a flat piece. It's pretty, I think the adhesive is really good. And it's got this little loop. Well, I've got my line of 10 nano tanks, and sometimes when I want to maybe do some maintenance or feed them all, you have to go tank by tank. Well, I think what I'm going to be doing is putting this on all 10, running a dowel in it, and then I'm going to have it be able to hook. It's just a thought, but anyways, this would be a really nice little look for a
This was $1?
$1.
All right, what's
that?
next? So we've got aquascaping, we've got fish tank lids, that was pretty cool.
All right, these, pulled the dollar store must have thought I was crazy. I was there for hours looking at items. Okay, these are glide clips. They're in the office area, I think,
Okay.
like the stationery.
I have no idea what you're gonna do.
I know,
with
right?
these. I'm completely lost. I don't
Right?
know anything that
This-
she got.
I know I think he was really scared before this video. This is count to 15. All right, so I don't actually know what these little, as my dad called little jabbies, what these little jabbies are for, but they're plastic and they open. Maybe you can get a close up of that or something.
Okay.
Okay, I like to stretch them out just a little bit. These can either hold on, like I like paper on the back of my tanks. These can hold the paper on instead of gluing it.
If you've got a rimless tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Or you can slide this at the top on your lid, and you can use this little thing to pick up the lid. It actually works.
All right.
Yeah.
So hold on the back of your fish tank stuff.
Put them back in.
Okay. Next.
I have a particular tank in the kitchen that's a little, I wouldn't say neglected. It's very challenging right now. There's a lot of algae on the glass. So sometimes you need a big heavy hitter. So I said, I'm gonna go and get my own razor blades instead of using the old ones. And I know in our other video, we showed a lot of different options instead of using razor blades. But sometimes you just want a razor blade, but you want a little holder.
All
So
right.
these are really great because it's got a nice little holder. So if you're feeling, confident that you're not going to get any sand under there, you're going to do it at the right angle so you don't scratch your glass, I'm looking forward to using these.
So $1 for 4 razor blades with a handle.
Yeah.
And if you're a youngster, please make sure you ask your parents before you use anything sharp.
Yeah. All right. So now I couldn't go anywhere without covering. I know it's kind of a
boy.
given. It's kind of a given. Buckets. Okay.
Buckets. Okay, here, I'll hold
Okay,
that.
you
So
hold that.
here's bucket number 1.
That's
it's a
a
larger
nice size.
bucket.
That is
$1 bucket?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
small. Okay, but then maybe you don't need that big. So then maybe you need something a little smaller.
Okay, so
There you
now
go.
the buckets go in the buckets. Still
Yep.
$1.
Yep.
Love it.
And, obviously, you can get it even smaller because
Okay, sounds like we're going to the beach.
It's beach time. So
All right, so buckets for $1.
buckets because
That's actually really cheap.
well, and actually a lot of these are small enough that you can fit it inside an entire tank. And if you just want to do a quick water change, you just put it in, dump it out in your garden, even better, and then drop it back in with some fresh water. Bam, water change is
Awesome.
done. Okay.
Okay.
I know you told me don't get anything like sand or rocks or anything that but you know what, they don't have sand. They have like craft sand, which I don't know what they treat it with because it's white, so they probably bleach it or something. But they do have, and I was very excited, they do have rocks. Now before you say, so what, they're just rocks. Okay, these are a great size that I've been looking for some of the scapes. Not, you're not going to use the entire substrate for these rocks. This is going to be like an accent between maybe your gravel or your sand and your larger rocks. So I got myself 2 bags, and I'm sure you can get them at
And
you know,
again,
the
this is
home
$1.
improvement stores.
I know I
Yes.
keep saying that, but
Yeah.
this is cheap stuff, you know.
If you don't
$1,
feel like
couple
going
bucks for-
out, you know, and foraging, which I forage for rocks, but those are a great size, and you don't have to store like a big bag of rocks when you don't think you're going to use that many. That is very easy to store. Okay.
Next thing.
You're scared. A paint can, a paint trim cup. I thought this would make a great, well, a little fish catching cup. You can balance it on the side of the tank. Obviously it's not going to fit as nicely as the ones made for it, but this is a great size for you to dump out the net. And you can also stand up your net in here if you're going to be catching some more. Also, I might get another one of these. Punch some holes in the bottom, and then you can use it. I have a lot of tanks with duckweed and frog bit, massive amounts, so you're always scooping it out with a net, and then it fills up really fast.
Yeah.
Not this bad boy. You can just like skim along the top.
This might be my favorite thing. And again,
Yeah.
I wasn't part of this whole thing, but I like that. The other thing is what I thought you were going to say is this is really good. If you've been cleaning tanks ever and you've got to get that last little bit of sand or gravel out, you can go through and get out. And if you put holes in the bottom, if it's gravel, the water will come through, and that's a nice flat surface to be able to scoop stuff out of the tank. But I love your catching fish thing. I would not have
I didn't
thought
think of that.
Yeah, I wasn't
True.
thinking about that. So this is for $1. That could be a multi-use tool, a multi-purpose tool in your fish room.
And then also, my last, I think this is my last item. Window clean. I originally got this as kind of a joke because it says totally awesome up here. And you always say super awesome and all that awesome. So I got that as kind of a joke. But this works really well. It's a vinegar formula, streak free. So if you're trying to clean the front of your tank, if you want to take pictures, you really want to see it, and you just do raw change, I highly recommend this. This is amazing. And that's
We'll
my
try it
final
out.
tip. Well, that's really it. Now, I do have some bonus, and they're all my bonus ones.
Well, I don't have any bonus ones because I don't know what's going on.
Okay, these are like 10 honorable mentions.
10?
I didn't purchase them, but I did look
Okay.
around and say, wow, they also have these too. Okay, you ready?
All right, yeah, rapid fire these.
Wire brushes, chamois towels. They suck up a lot of water.
Yeah,
Super glue to glue
stuff.
your plants and stuff, but they come in little tiny containers, so if you only need a little bit, there you go. Zip ties, you can also use those to attach to your plants,
Yeah.
rocks, or whatever. These are all valid. Paint, painting the back of the tanks, paint brushes, all sorts of kind of paint brushes. Mr. Clean sponges, a lot of our viewers suggested that for kind of cleaning your tank. I'm not familiar with that, but just so you know, they are now at the Dollar Tree. That's like big news, I think.
Okay.
Flashlight, Kasha at Creative Pet Keeping always gave me this tip, and it's fascinating. Once your lights are out in your tank and you want to get a good look at the colors that are actually in your fish, especially if you have pettas, you take a flashlight, don't shine it like right at them, but like on the side, and you can see totally different colors. It's very cool. Colander, if you're trying to pour in water and you don't want to totally disrupt, use a colander. Also, they have sponges too.
So those were the reasons why you should go to your dollar store.
Yeah.
You got a whole bunch of stuff, and this
Yep.
probably all collectively, I don't know, maybe it was 20 bucks. But
Yep.
a lot of cool ideas here. If you are interested in the original 13 reasons why you should go to a home improvement store, I'm going to put that in the I'll put it in the lower right-hand corner because it'll cover her face otherwise. And we really appreciate you being here.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.